problem.
And now you have experienced the intro music that is B-Movie Bonfire, which, by the way, hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hey everybody, welcome. We're excited. This is, we're going to watch one of the worst movies of all time tonight, I hear.
Oh, man. It's going to be gloriously bad.
That's a really
Oh, yeah.
It's
I forgot I used that.
such a high,
Sorry.
high-low bar to meet.
Yeah.
You've obviously seen our previous
yes.
content.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, are you doing Mono's hands? Mono's hands. Yeah, there you go. So we have a new guest this week.
We do.
So I'm Aaron.
I'm Kyle. And
Yeah.
this is...
I'm Josh.
Okay.
We got Josh
Yeah,
joining us
Josh.
tonight. Made a couple of little changes around the bonfire tonight. We're all kind of seated around the fire, as you can see here.
I like that. I also I love the crickets. They always come in at the perfect time.
That was a good episode a few weeks ago that Aaron made a joke about something, and it was perfectly timed with the crickets because there was just no response. It's one of those that fell flat. I know we all have those jokes that fall flat sometimes, but this one was just meh.
Yeah. I
So
did
what
it
do-
all for the crickets.
So what are we watching tonight, boys?
So Robot Monster, old public domain movie that I will still get copyright strikes on from 1953.
It's true.
And I don't. Besides that, I really don't know. I've never watched it. I don't know. I've seen the first couple of minutes, just trying to get things queued up, but that's it. So
Yeah,
that's all I know.
I'm concerned about the lack of creativity just in the name of the movie. Before we even get started, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't. They're not. My expectations are low.
Yeah. That it
Well,
doesn't bode well. You're right.
Let us see if we can underwhelm you still. You had no expectations, and you will still be disappointed. So, to give you guys a heads up, just how bad this movie is, according to a book called The Golden Turkey Awards, the director of this movie, Phil Tucker, he attempted suicide after the release of this movie because of it getting such negative PR, but it gets so much worse, okay? So the guy already missed big by making this absolute stinker of a movie, but he set up a gun, pointed at his head, and he missed.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
That's terrible.
God, this is just going to be a really bad one. If it led the director to attempting suicide, you know we got a winner here.
Well, like, how badly did he miss? Like, did he hit himself at all, or did he shoot someone else, or just he totally failed at killing himself?
He just totally failed. He just completely missed. There was no record of any injury, just a complete miss. And
that's sad.
So yeah, so the trajectory from this movie is just it's all downhill completely, all the way.
Straight down.
And so we really get to see the apex of that, right? I mean, it wasn't bad until the movie came out, and then you're so excited you've spent all the money and the time making this thing your baby, and you put it out there, and everyone, it's just unanimous, is like, holy hell, this is terrible. You're an awful person and you suck at your job.
Your movie's bad and you should feel bad.
Yeah. Why don't you kill yourself, right? Then you try to do that and you also fail at that.
Holy shit, that's dark.
It is, man. I am, like I said, I'm not looking forward to seeing this movie at all.
Oh, sir, we do this every week. Buckle up.
Oh, I am. You know what? It's going to be better than Mono's.
Oh,
that's not a really lofty goal.
Nope, because that's the worst movie ever made.
All right, well, what do you guys
No
say we get
competition.
started? Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Oh, Robot Monster, here we go. Oh my God. Buckle up, here it comes.
Ooh, nice wipe. Nice job.
Thank you. I was really happy with that. I worked really hard getting that today.
It's not every day you get complimented on your wipes.
Solid front to back pattern.
Thankfully.
Nice. Just slip that one in there.
Just slid it in between the gaps in the jokes. Okay, I digress. Let's start this up.
Yep, do it.
By the way, boys, cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Ah, yes. Not even fleshed out enough to have last names.
Mother. Is she first lady, second lady now?
Mylong.
We're going to fix this a little bit here. Size of the window's a little cut off.
Are we supposed to remember these character names?
No.
There
No.
is a quiz.
Okay.
Oh, no? Oh, okay.
No, I got rid of the quiz. I just felt like that was insult to injury.
I'm just not sure, why you would tell us all their names before we've met them. Unless there was a quiz.
Hey, there's a John Brown. He's the robot voice.
Oh, Henry West. Oh, he was on point for this one.
Wait, automatic billion bubble machine? Is that what that said?
I think
It did.
so.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Now
Oh, you're gonna
hooked, man.
find out, sir.
They're gonna introduce it in the 59th minute, probably, just to make sure I watch it all the way
No,
through.
you're gonna see it. I'm telling you, and you're gonna be impressed. Make sure you count them.
I hear there's a billion. This
You're
is
not
the
wrong.
robot monster.
I'm terrified.
Is that a kid with a watermelon on his head?
Yes.
Am I dead? You're disintegrated. Good.
Poof.
That
Am
means
I dead?
now you promised.
First line of the movie. Am I dead?
Bubbles!
That was a billion, I think.
Bubbles of death.
Ah, they're on my skin!
It's either them or us. Come on.
Are Mars now? Or what happened?
Imagination.
This is just their backyard.
We live in Arizona.
Why is it so hot out here?
Maybe it's the greenhouse you're wearing on your head?
He's getting a perm.
He says we must die. Oh, well,
You must die.
if you insist, but come here.
Was it about to get creepy?
Wouldn't it be nicer if we could
Is that
live
Ian
at peace
McKellen?
with each other?
Okay, I'll be on a friendly planet. Good. Does that mean we can play house now? No.
Show me where Daddy touched you.
We are archaeologists, boy. People who try to find out what men were like way back.
No, they don't even know these kids.
All right. The only way to pass on what they knew was through pictures.
There's no possible description of the scene that would be acceptable.
No, none. I keep thinking through my head like, oh, I could. Oh no. No.
Even better than being cowboys, huh?
You bet. Was he a spaceman robot?
As far as we know, there were no spacemen at those times, and robots either.
They didn't show up until the 20th century.
I saw last time I was on Pluto.
Oh. What's your name, son?
Pluto's not a planet, you idiot.
Well, they couldn't very well make a Uranus joke.
Outside your orbit, doesn't it?
Just wait.
My mother insisted.
It always comes at the end.
No doubt.
By the way, have you guys ever been there?
Uranus?
Uranus, Missouri?
I have traveled to Uranus. I have been
Yeah,
to
they
their
have
fudge
fudge.
factory.
Not at all. Johnny, at the camp I used to go to,
It's a classy
we used to have
place.
to take a nap after lunch right up until we were 14.
You did?
You mispronounced it, assy.
Get back?
If we are, you are welcome to
Hey,
join
Bish and
us.
Brawl, thanks for showing up.
Come on.
Aww. Hey guys.
God, can I get this thing off my head now? It's dying in here.
Kyle, they said fix the levels. They said you can't hear the movie.
Okay.
Sit among these rocks and boulders.
It's so comfortable.
So comfy.
I call the big rock.
If Dad was still alive, I bet he'd let me stay.
I don't think he
Those are
will.
the
Let me
meatballs
sit
that
on
went
the
over
big
the
rock.
mountain.
Say, are we still having no fun around our house?
I don't know, dear. Would you like that?
If
Very
we do,
much.
I hope he's a big
Yes,
scientist
mother.
that makes rocket ships and things like that.
And then it got dark. Once the eclipse
And they're
was
dead.
over,
What? So they decided to take a nap, or I don't understand.
In the middle of
my
the desert.
arms are so long.
I'm gonna see if those two nice men are still here in the cave.
They offered me candy.
Oh, I
Ow!
was.
He did.
Juicy ball!
Whoa!
Oh, what?
What? Well, this escalated quickly.
What?
There was a-
I don't understand what happened.
Do a barrel roll.
Yes.
I bet you the lizard wins.
What if they both kept rolling the same
Oh,
direction? at the
look,
same time?
we've got more dinosaurs fighting.
More.
What's happening? Is this?
Same movie, right? This is
Did
still,
I miss them
still
zooming
Robot
in on
Monster.
a TV?
Bubbles!
Oh,
There they are
my
again.
God! There must be a billion of them.
Mm,
Go
that looks
into
a-
the
that looks a
bubbles.
little-
Oh my God, that's the last time I take free
Walk
candy
into
from a
the
stranger.
bubbles, Caroline.
Let's see here. 1.
900.
And then the flashback started. I shall climb into this boulder.
And become one with
Is
the
that-
rock people.
What's
Oh, no.
happening?
Oh no!
Is this another
Something's coming through the
dinosaur?
bubbles.
It's
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. What is that?
Yeah. I'm gonna wreck it.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna throw barrels at Mario.
Is this Robot Monster?
I
It's
think.
it's
It looks-
Robo Donkey Kong.
RoboKong, exterminate.
I don't know what we're looking at, guys.
Space. Earth.
Monkey.
Extension Roman, XJ2, reporting to guidance Roman. I salute you. You are late.
I
14
salute you.
minutes. Gravitational pull is stronger than reported. 0.7652 higher than our planet. Accepted.
I weigh 1,200 pounds now.
May I ask first for other news? Granted. No life has been discovered on any other planets. Earth is our only rival. Was great guidance. The
Oh,
this thing is so
shit.
fogged up.
But had not mastered the cosmic ray. Wherever I directed the calcinator beam, they crumbled. At first, the fools thought it came from one among their many nations. They began destroying each other with hydrogen bombs.
Oh, this
Ooh.
is another one of those movies with a
I announced
message.
myself to keep them
Mhm.
from my
Oh.
cities.
What's that other hole do?
People much amusement.
I'd stay
So,
away from that for now.
Hey,
until
you
you
ever,
know.
you ever get freaky with that second hole?
Resistance pattern showed some intelligence.
It's from Uranus.
All are gone now. The way is clear for our people. I want facts, not words. Fact A. Life pulse has been reduced to +00. Reject. Pair off.
Did you say +00?
That's so
The
much.
second 0 is really important.
Energize and check by square.
That's
It's
how you
a
know
0
it really
with
is.
precision.
Life above the Lepidoptera level exists. My calculator is more accurate. In the 20-second category, there is
God,
an
everywhere
error
with
of
the fucking
16
bubbles.
millions. The Great One is never wrong. And there are
Man, when you
perhaps
sink that
8
much
people
money
that
into a
follow
1 billion bubble machine, you gotta use it.
Oh, you
Apparently.
gotta get your money's worth out of it.
It's in every shot.
Great. Now I gotta go to the store and buy more Palmolive to make bubbles.
Ah, the bees! The bees!
Not the bees! I got Turn these things down. I can't see anything.
He's really hairy for an astronaut.
He forgot his keys.
Timmy, go get Lassie. Ah.
Ah, the bubbles. They're made of acid.
It burns, Mother.
It burns, Mother.
Started Manus. Wow, that was painful. It's already way better.
Oh, yes.
Go away, kid. I told you I don't want to buy any candy bars for your Boy Scout troop.
Martha, it's all right. He's here.
Pop, what do you think? I've a good mind to give you
I can't get my pants any higher.
I tell you, never to go outside of those wires without our
Lord.
permission.
Martha.
That dress looks like it's trying to strangle her.
We must tell him
And it seems like his belt is trying to get up to his neck to strangle him.
Terrible things that have happened when Roman landed on Earth. The only reason we are still alive is that your sister Alice and I worked out a way to reflect his
Wait, what kind of
dead
accent is
away
that?
from the house.
Yes.
This is supposed to be the average like Earth family.
He will be down on
Where?
us. Do you understand that, Johnny?
Romania.
I saw him.
Yes.
Roman, he's in the cave at the end of the ravine.
Have you found
Roman?
us? Not yet, or we'd all be dead by now.
Is
Are
it
you
cold
sure?
in here?
I was in the cave painting his picture the way we saw him on the viewer screen.
Why were you doing that,
Look,
John?
we all matched our outfits.
I thought the human race there would be some record of how it happened.
Go on, go on.
I heard him coming, ducked out just in time. Looked to me like he was making it his home.
Why here? Why so close?
Maybe we could kill him, huh, Pop?
No, Johnny. The armies of the entire world tried and failed. We have thrown everything we had at him.
But they
he's impervious.
just said that
Unless
they
we
never
can find
knew.
his weak spot.
Could I have just a little water, Mom?
Kick him in the junk.
Why
That's his weak
here?
spot.
Why here?
Perhaps we're the last people on Earth, Dad. He senses our presence and keeps calculating closer.
Why do you
and
speak with an
closer.
Armenian accent, Father?
I don't believe that. I'm sure there are some other scientific minds capable of rigging a foil to prevent detection. If we only could find a way, only one way of communication with each other.
Only
You
one
think
way of
we saw
communication?
Harrison on a space platform? Roman hasn't destroyed that yet.
Well,
The Romans?
it could be. If we only could get through to them.
Lend me your ears.
But why should we succeed where others fail?
Don't you talk like that, dear.
Hold me.
This may be them. Maybe they are coming through.
Somebody turn down the window. That's horrible.
Humans, listen to me.
Who then?
Due to an error in calculation, there are still a few of you left. You escaped destruction because I did not know you existed.
Seems
Now I
like a
know
pretty
you
good
are
reason.
watching. I see 5 of you who have not been destroyed. Show yourselves, and I promise you a painless death. 5 of us left.
You will be hit with the
But this is
disintegration bubbles.
incredible. It means that Troy's gone too.
I'll bet Alice is happy the way they used to fight.
Don't say that, Johnny. Roy was a great scientist.
I would have never developed a serum without him.
The trouble was, he wouldn't admit I was good in my field. Anyone who could fix that view screen after what that glass did.
This is not the time. What are you doing?
Easy.
I'm sorry.
We're the last humans left, but let me tell you what happened in my last job.
Go to pieces over one miserable,
I was only an intern at the time, and
impossible guy.
I discovered the cure for super AIDS.
Do you wonder what happened to your fellows? Watch them.
Oh,
Dude, that's just a little kid. You don't show him that kind of stuff. That's terrible.
look at the grim reality, kid. Oh no. Houses are exploding, but surviving the blasts.
I My calcinator beam wiped out your last legions, your last scientists in their deepest shelters.
Nice
And the
fog
bell
effect.
tolled.
Everyone but you few. There is no escape from me. Very well. I will recalculate.
Very well.
Death will be
Very well.
indescribable.
Let them recalculate.
Fool humans, there is no escape.
If you say that one too many times, you start to feel like there probably is an escape.
There has to be. Plot armor. So, how you doing?
Perhaps we should
They're awfully casual.
try to
Yo,
arrest the troops. Make
What if we just jump over this wall and run
We
away?
would be able to cut our
You and me.
position immediately. If Roman wants us, he should
But-
calculate us.
But the bubbles.
Good Lord.
This is a robot, right?
And a monster.
Robot
Ah.
monster. Yeah, you were half right.
He's not a robotic monster.
No.
He's a robot
Monster.
monster.
Ah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't turn on the bubbles. Oh God.
I love how this guy's shirt is all torn up from like battle, but his hair is still perfect.
It's Brill cream, man.
Ew.
You could
At
grease
some
a
point-
you could grease a sheet pan with that head. That's why you could never get those guys in headlocks back in the movies like Grease. You never see that. They slip.
Just right through there.
This window thing again.
No, they gotta clean the window.
Just feel like
It looks like this guy is like
that-
holding a tape measure that he's got
Have
like
you made
extended out.
selection? I need
I'm just gonna
time.
wave
It's,
this around.
For the
It's about
first time in my life,
18.5
I am
centimeters
not
to
sure.
replace this strut.
You sound like a human, not a Roman. Can you
Yeah.
not verify a fact?
I thought Romans were humans. Am I wrong about that?
With the view screen auditor.
This was after the fall of the Roman Empire.
Ah.
Error.
Error.
And the other three still elude.
We have made a grave error.
All escape
For sure.
Ah.
Is it possible?
We still don't know what that other hole does, do we?
And if they have,
It's not there. See, in that picture, it's not. And the other one, it is. It keeps.
That's his
is it
bubble
not the
hole.
law? I will find them, great one.
Nope.
Trust me. And if the sea ray fails, I will use physical means.
Ooh.
Physical
And
means.
revolve
Hmm.
once more. Then you must either report success, or I will sentence you for failure.
Which isn't really that bad. It's just a little house in Miami on the beach. Problem is, the whole place is infected with COVID. That's the price of failure for the romance.
Play every minor chord.
what happened to his shirt? Do we know?
No.
Nope.
We just know it's torn. And his hair is still amazing!
Man, if only my pants were like 6 inches higher.
I feel cold.
What?
If the atomic guns can't stop him,
It's not for him. It's for us.
I awake in a bed with beautiful women and also a child.
Hi there. Anybody home?
He's alive.
Do you know who's in the cave at the end of the ravine? Well,
No one's gonna ask about the shirt.
But he didn't know that I was there.
Well, it's an apocalypse
You know why?
Maybe
wasteland.
you're not worth noticing.
Well, now I know I'm in the right house.
Yes, and a moment ago she was crying because you were dead.
You didn't have to waste any time.
Yo,
on
man,
me.
has anybody got a
You're
spare shirt?
darned life.
Romans spoke to us of
I
the
have
view
15
screen.
that look
He
exactly
said
like
that
this.
We are the last 5 people on Earth. Is he lying? Or are there any other people?
2 more. Jason and Cloud.
I hope you like little children.
Makes sense.
Oh, doesn't it? Look, the
professor here spends his entire life trying to discover a serum, an antibiotic serum that will cure all diseases, even the common cold. And thanks to his wise choice of assistants,
Antibiotic serum.
Thank you, Captain Enunciation.
Himself, his family,
I know I have to
himself,
speak
and
slowly
Jason
to
and
you
the
because
clouds.
you're a woman and it's the
Therefore, the great
1950s.
antibiotic is also the immunizer to Roman's death ray.
And I thought it was
The romance death ray.
delicate around the house.
Well, that may prevent Roman from finding us and blowing us up.
Which is nothing.
But against the sweep of the death ray, it's powerless.
Which is
No,
nothing.
sir, that's the thing.
Couldn't you find any more at the lab?
Plenty. But I didn't bring it.
Why?
Because we managed to get together enough fuel to take a rocket ship to the space
Yes.
platform. And there's enough
Oh, to the
serum
space
on board
platform.
to immunize the entire garrison there.
Does the garrison know you're coming?
Well, how could I tell them without letting Roman know, too?
They know what's going on down here. They'll figure it's Roman and blast the ship right out of the sky. We'll have to get word to the space platform.
They'll blast the ship right out of him.
Jason and McLeod take off in 2 days. On foot it would
Oh, he
take
shit
them
his
a month
pants.
to get back there.
We'll have to rewire the circuits on the view screen so that we can broadcast without Roman picking it up.
But such a complicated job in 2 days?
Well, at least I can try. If I only had a decent assistant who could take orders instead of trying to be the boss.
I'm bossy. You're so bossy you ought to be milked before you come home at night.
God damn.
All right.
What?
Okay, boss.
Wow.
Begin. Don't you have to loop it?
Holy cow.
Whoa, wow. This went,
You know
this
something?
went somewhere really
You're
fast.
either too beautiful to be so smart or too smart to be so beautiful.
I guess we do get along all right at that.
What?
But let's work together
He said
now.
some people are too smart to be so beautiful.
Or too beautiful to be so smart.
Roy, what time is it?
4:30.
Of what day, Roy? I can't remember the day. I'm so tired.
We've been working at this for over 3 hours.
There. Oh, Roy, we'll never make it.
Okay, Debbie Downer.
Can't control my hands anymore.
Let's rest a little.
But we can't.
Roy's right. It's time you get some sleep, Alice.
Jiminy, 2 days you've been at it.
Oh, not that long. We can't do that.
Jiminy.
It's only been 30 minutes, you little shit.
Then I've failed you. I'm sorry, Dad.
Hale, do you realize what you tried to do was impossible, yet you almost did it?
But I didn't.
You almost
turned
did
off
the
the
thing
bubbles?
that you didn't do. Turn the billion bubble machine on now.
Only halfway through and out of bubble solution already.
I thought the monster robot was supposed to have like a skull for a face.
Humans.
He does.
Yesterday I calculated 5 of you. Now I find 6.
He still doesn't know about Jason and McCall.
Wait a minute.
There were 8 of you. The guidance
You know
robot
nothing of human
understands
reproduction.
everything showed me that. And I might have had trouble locating the other 2 had they not taken off in a rocket ship and revealed their presence. Look, humans.
They should have had the kid hide and then had the adult come out. That'd really confuse him.
We're gonna take this big rocket to Uranus.
Is this a metaphor?
They are headed for the space
Stop it.
platform, which guidance romance
If it is like a metaphor, does that make it a simile?
When they arrive
It's a
on
similetaphor.
Mmm.
Oh, hey, look at the space dog, which
Space
looks...
platform.
Oh, space platform, sorry.
Now we shall destroy that too.
Now we shall destroy that too.
With our toy rocket.
No, Roman. No.
10, 9, 8. The Great One himself sends the cosmic blast that atomizes rocket ship. Space platform.
Come on.
So that's supposed to be a space platform.
Yeah.
Human 7 and 8, all.
What?
They're just standing there watching.
And now of the 2 billion.
They're all as confused as we are.
Is it your line next or mine? Or, no?
Negative.
Tell me, how should I feel?
Negative. Negative.
Now
Is
how
there a
should I
choice
feel?
between a painless surrender death and the horror of resistance death? Show yourselves. your clock time, in 1 hour I seek you out. Last warning.
By your clock time?
Damn!
Alexa, remind me in 1 hour.
Set 1 hour timer.
I don't know, darling. Perhaps
Why would
I
they
need
name
to
their
talk
daughter
to him.
Alexa, though?
You better go and rest, too. George, we can't go on this way much longer. Our food is almost gone.
What else can we do? Commit suicide? Or
Eat
give
the
in to
children?
Roman? Ask the
Order
best people
Domino's?
on Earth?
George, talk to him. Make him see that we won't harm him.
George,
He can let
talk
us
to her.
live. If Alice could have finished rewiring the view screen, you could have talked to the platform without Roman discovering our presence. Why can't you talk directly to him?
I could. Of course I could. As soon as Alice has had her sleep, I will.
I could. I shall. I will.
Maybe.
Not like that.
Alice, look, you simply can't connect these two circuits.
Kyle, I thought that was a sound effect for a second.
Not like that.
I told you how I like it when you solder. But this way.
Just the bubble flow like this.
Walk menacingly over here like this. Okay.
Check complexion. God, I'm hot.
Hey, baby. Oh, sorry. No, I thought it was my reflection.
Oh, wrong channel. Wrong channel. Wrong channel. Change it.
Use scanners on your
It's the
view
Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Yes, I see you. This means only one thing.
Nope.
You have decided to take the easy way out. No, Roman. We have fought you to a standstill, and we will go on doing it as long as necessary. If you try to figure out our position, you are wasting your time. None shall escape me. I shall find a way to rid this Earth planet of humans. No!
Dramatic pause.
We human will not give up this Earth of ours. But let me ask you something else. What do you have to fear from us?
I have seen what you have left in the toilet. There is much to
Let
fear.
me show you the sick people you want to destroy. First, my wife Martha.
You refuse to wear
My
masks.
companion for 23 years. Is there anything to fear from this woman? The human woman is the bringer of human life. There must be an end to your race. Or my children. Alice. No. I have a mission to perform.
Oh, that's quite forward.
I am built to have no emotions. And Johnny.
Yeah, you show him, Johnny.
The boy is impertinent. Or
Did
is
he
it
call
in
him
the
Shorty?
etiquette code of your people?
Shouting.
Those children must be murdered. You
It's your
are not like
birthday.
my people.
We're gonna party
You
like
are
it's your
savage
birthday.
Barbarians, non-Roman,
Drink Bacardi.
animals. Take my assistant, Roy, who has developed a serum with me.
Oh my god, look at there's so many holes in his shirt now.
Disease among my people.
When your
Ever
jaw
even
is
seen
that
this
square.
new one?
There is something I do not understand quite, but I want to see the girl Alice again.
Yeah, you do.
We want peace, Roman, but peace with honor.
I will talk
You
with
want
the
a
girl.
piece of me?
It is not in the plan, but although I cannot verify it, I feel that she will understand. No!
Ain't nobody gonna understand, brother.
You have to talk with me. Calculate, human. If I meet with the girl, I may find a way to integrate you into the plan. It is not a fact, but what you would call a hope. Name the place.
Is it about to get freaky? It's about to get freaky.
I think it's about to get
I
freaky.
do not understand.
It's not what you would call a hope.
Alice that I want to see.
Alright.
Here I am, Roman. Where shall we meet?
Do you know the area of the fork of the two dry rivers? There is a ruin there. I will meet you in an hour. But you
I
must
It's
can't-
over by
I-
Applebee's.
Right now, the river is wet.
You will not.
It's a river on
You
Uranus.
crazy?
We've played every other card. Why not try this?
Do you realize what you're doing?
If there's a chance I can strike a better bargain than Father, then I'm the one to go.
Is Alice gonna have a date with Roman?
This is
Yeah,
madness,
a
Alice.
date.
Roy, you have to speak to her.
I know I'm not in the family, Alice, but your father's right.
You mean there are certain things nice girls don't do? Even if it means that man's millions of years of struggle up from the sea to slime, the fight to bring
You don't go
man
get
to
a
stand
phosphate
erect,
down at the
to
corner
hate,
pharmacy.
to conquer
Not with a man like Roman.
He has man in his name.
Human beings should degrade himself
Come on,
in order
Johnny,
to
tell the
survive.
rest of the greasers what they should do. Let's rumble.
Can't you see you're being sentimental idiots letting your emotions run away with you?
Perhaps that is the quality of being human.
The mom's just gonna back up into her sniffer hair here for a minute. Oh.
But I still intend to do
Smells
something
like
about it.
youth.
You're not going.
I said get out of my way!
And I said you're not going.
Oh, snap, dude. That is not okay. That's what
Quick,
they
while
call the
nobody's looking.
hysterical fit. Meanwhile, Mother Gerbil went up the hill looking for the lantern flower.
What?
I know I left it over here somewhere.
Where's my third antenna?
Filmed
I
on
think they weren't
location.
sure if they wanted to make this a monkey or a bear costume.
I think they just
Why
took
not
a poll and it was whatever they had, right? And a guy happened to have a gorilla costume, and then I just wonder, why do you? I mean, how strapped for cash are you if you're like, all right, we're gonna build this movie around that? We got a gorilla costume. Let's got a robot helmet. Sweet. All right, what are we gonna do?
I'd say the same kind of person would do that couldn't afford a scope for their shotgun.
Right.
Anybody got a T-shirt with a lot of holes in it? All right.
Just tiptoe up the hill. They'll never hear me coming.
X-rays.
Holy shirt.
Those are not running shorts.
It's gonna chafe so bad.
Here come the clowns.
I bet that dude is making gravy in that costume.
Oh.
My sister's dying.
Smells like dead monkey in here.
I came by myself. I wanted to
Gets
find
me into
out
character.
what you had against me.
You are human. Your people were getting too intelligent. We could not wait until you were strong enough to attack us. We had to attack you first.
I think you're just a big bully, picking on people smaller than you are.
Now I will kill you.
I mean, you can't argue with that retort.
You look like a pooped out pinwheel.
Yeah.
A calcinator death ray really cannot harm you. Your father must be a brilliant scientist.
He's got
I've been
a
drinking
super
lots of
suit
milk.
that keeps people from ever getting sick.
How do you know it
Fuck
works?
is a calcinator death ray?
Me and Carla and Alice and Roy and everybody. And we don't
Was
get
this
sick
Ron
even
Howard's
from
first role?
small capsules with real bad bugs in them.
And the two men who took off on the rocket ship, they also had this injection?
Sure, they...
You have told me all I need to know. I will calculate
Damn
the
it,
spectrum
kid.
dust in the calcinator
Act
death
surprised
ray
at the end of
to
this
counteract
line.
this antibiotic, and you will all be destroyed.
I am John Connor. I come for the. Oh no. Oh, damn it! He ran. My weakness.
Hills, my
Keep that
only
coming.
weakness. You beat me to it.
Moving in a fluid motion. Can't. Must.
Oh.
Do you guys have any idea how hot it is in this suit?
I need to watch that again.
All right, now I'm gonna take off my shirt.
Whoa! Hold on, Bucko.
Wow. Now we know where the $10,000 went.
Boom, boom, boom.
Stop. Watch my pecs dance.
It will be faster if I carry you.
I mean, it's not setting any land speed records.
Can't go that way. It's a slight incline.
Not in that suit.
Do we know what the flashy stuff is? Is that radiation or
That's
bear
death
juice
ray.
or what?
It's
Death ray? Oh, okay. Oh, is that the calcinator death ray?
Yeah, that's the Calcinator 2000.
Okay.
Actually, guys, that was me. I just took my shirt off too.
Hang on, let me take off my shirt. It will make me immune to the death ray.
The bear went down the mountain. The bear went down the mountain.
I know where you'll never see me, on top of the hill.
George! George, there he is! Hurry, let's
Timmy,
go.
run to the sound of electricity arcing.
Run through every puddle on the way.
I like the filmmaker's choice just to stay with this the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, you got to really lean into your ideas.
It won't take him that long to run that distance, right?
Their brains will fill in the rest of the details. Play the electric sound.
There, darling. It's all right. Now tell us all about it.
Timmy, your hair's so staticky.
I gave it all away. I didn't mean to, but I did.
You did what?
I wanted to talk to Roman, but he got out of me how we were protected from the death ray. And now he's gonna do something about it.
It's all right.
Oh,
boy.
Timmy.
You did right. And Roman won't find it easy to counteract
Why, you little-
serum. So we have still a little time left.
I only wish it were over now.
Well, when it is, can I go over to Janie's house and borrow her dolls?
Yes, of course, darling.
I mean, the world is ending, but sure, whatever.
Yeah, just go ahead and steal your friend's dolls.
Johnny, say
Janie's not there anymore, but you can play with all of her toys.
Let's make out here in the bush.
No. Take your top off as well.
It's the only way.
Look, your shirt's ripped too.
Dude, she said no.
It's Trump going down a ramp.
You see, you think that's just extra space around the guy's front end and back end? No, it's just the suit inflating from all of the sweat it's pulling off of it.
Oh no, that's not a condom. That was just an old balloon.
You're so funny.
It's like the worst game of charades ever. We all know what she's saying. Yeah.
We don't have the budget to speak over the music.
Let us lay among the hemp plants. No, the hay is so itchy.
I know there's a giant robot monster after us, but now's a great time to make love in the hedge.
You allergic to hemlock?
Does this flower smell like chloroform?
This was not the shortcut. They told me.
Look, somebody just put a fan right here, please.
So much gravy. Oh my god. It's up to my knees.
Sorry it took us so long. We're back.
Yeah, just stay with this one shot the whole time. Good idea.
Stick with it, man.
Here, let me just carry you in here and drop you over the wall. Here, Dad, grab her. There we go.
What has kept you two? We may have heard it.
Now, really, Father.
We were taking in the sights.
Have you
Didn't you see he's greased up and naked?
Well, you see, Daddy,
Sounds silly to you, but
my shirt got one too many holes.
When a man loves a woman.
Very,
has a
very
sh-
much.
And his shirt gets filled with holes.
And I want you to know, this is the biggest social event of the year. The whole damn
Where'd his book
will
go?
turn out.
Bubbles!
Huh. Damn it, man, you're gorgeous. God, you again?
Is that you or me? 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 Hello, me.
I
Hi.
have discovered the secret of our failure to destroy the remaining humans. Our C-ray, the calcinator death ray, cannot penetrate them. They have been made immune
In case you, my colleague, didn't know what a C-ray was.
Is the same as our formula, XZA. Reduce their counterpower. Eliminate the error. Death to humans can come by force. I will use physical means, Great One. The plan shall be fulfilled. The planet Earth has half revolved. You have but a short time to achieve our goal.
So is that like 4 hours?
Yeah.
6 hours? Like how many? It's kind of. I need to know how much time I got.
I gotta know what I'm working with here. There's like a
Turn the
billion
bubble
of them.
machine off.
There's honey over here in the hive.
Yeah, that's cool.
All
Got my
right,
Courvoisier.
places.
Yeah, that's good.
I now pronounce you.
Go.
Shirtless and wife.
Oh, they really are. I thought you guys were kidding. That's actually happening.
I was kidding. I mean, the whole thing is a joke, right?
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to... Dear Lord, you know that I am not trained for this job,
Or any job, really.
but I have tried to live by your laws. The Ten Commandments, the Beatitudes, the Golden Rule.
And I'm a man of
I would
science.
like you to look down on Alice and
Shirtless and Wife was my favorite 80s private detective show. That's good. Nice work.
That is a really
In your
good one.
grand design, there may be no room for man's triumph over this particular evil that has beset us. But if by any chance victory should be on our side, I want you to give a long life to Alice and Roy. And
Is
a
that Bela
fruitful
Lugosi?
one.
Everything is Bela Lugosi. And yes, I think it looks like him.
It's like young Ian McKellen mixed with Bela Lugosi. It's weird.
They had a love child back in the 30s.
Wait, and then suddenly he has his arm. What? What's happening?
Now,
Now he's
This is called
by
a
himself.
continuity error.
Roy, do you have the ring?
What? I didn't
Oh,
think
I
of
left it in my other shirt.
Oh, brother, are you gonna have to get
I wanted you to have it someday anyhow.
Here, you can borrow mine.
I don't need it because I'm
Ring
divorcing
highly
you.
wet.
And the only thing to seal it now is a kiss.
From Pierce Brosnan.
Kiss him right on the nipple.
Where are you going on your honeymoon? Niagara Falls?
Well, to tell the truth, we hadn't thought about
Bella McKellen.
Wherever you go, be careful. And I want you back the first thing in the morning. And in case you don't know, there's a war going on. And now more than ever, I don't want to give up.
Thanks for everything, Dad. Most of all for having raised Alice. You too, Mom.
Wait.
We're already on mom and dad terms, right?
Okay. That was so fast.
Right.
We're at war, so go have sex.
Go consummate your marriage.
Let's make it legit.
And the whole time he's standing there. Lordy. All right, let's go make some more
Smells
gravy.
Smells like monkey gravy and banana in here.
Sloshing around my ankles now.
Oh.
Wait, he's wearing a ripped shirt again.
And grass skirt. Nope.
Roy, Alice, wait for me.
Wait, that's two people.
honeymoon. I want to watch.
I didn't get you any presents.
Oh, you little rascal. Thank you very much. You
Now go find your way home.
Hey, home's the other way, kid. Where you came from?
Oh, no.
Robot monster in wheat.
Now with 35% more fiber.
Hi, I'm the robot monster. You may have wondered why I called you here to my wheat field today. Try new robot monster bread.
Tolerant.
Robot monster, what are you doing in Kansas?
You look like a teddy bear.
Alone, girl child.
My daddy won't let you hurt me.
We'll see.
My daddy'll kick your dad's ass.
No means no, robot monster. You have a restraining order.
Casual kidnapping.
Yeah.
Thank you. It comes with the gorilla suit.
Hey, you told me you had a bubble machine. Fine, let me turn it on.
So here, turn this thing and pull this crank and twist this knob up here.
Oh,
I gotta plug it back in.
My God, you're sexy.
2 feet 6 inches. Let me write that down.
Listen, I know my head looks way too small for my body, but it's really crammed into this helmet. It'll fluff out when I take this off.
Force was necessary. It was a simple matter of strangulation. That leaves 4. Error again. 5. 4
Error.
and 1 more, on whom I have made an estimate in relation to our strategic reserve. The plan should include 1 living human for reference in case of unforeseen contingency. Do you question the plan?
In case of unforeseen contingency?
I only postulate. Proceed on schedule. Destroy the others. All of them.
How do I turn this off? Damn it!
There we go. All right, gotta get back in the sun now. Jeez. God.
Do I have to kill Pierce Brosnan too?
God, the suit smells like sweat and shame.
Monkey shame.
Oh, he's
Hot
zoom
monkey
dating.
shame. It's like the intro to MASH.
All they did was mute the helicopter sounds and put this music over it.
Whoa.
Maybe
Even the
that's why they're
cameraman stopped
detecting-
for a second.
Maybe that's why they're detecting another human.
I hear flappy meat sounds.
Oh my god. I wasn't ready for that one.
Oh no. Oh no!
Ah!
Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna pee on you. I pee on you, Greaser. I show my
God, you
robot
are
monster dominance.
slippery.
Oh, oh!
Wait.
I'm trying to add my
Here
own
it
pulley.
comes. Oh, he's gonna. Oh,
I
he's
should
gonna
run
slap
now.
her. He's gonna slap her. No, man, this chick gets picked up constantly. Was that a thing in the 50s? Did guys just go around picking up women? Like literally? Is that what they meant?
That's how dating worked.
Hey man, I'm gonna go pick up my girlfriend tonight.
That's where that phrase started.
Crazy. What?
He will hear you. You must care. You must not give up.
What? Did they really kill a kid?
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that looked
Him up in the head.
Let's just pick this up.
Like, he's just acting, you asshole. Only one child was harmed in the making of this film.
And one lady was carried around a lot. Oh God, put
She
me
looks
down.
kind of happy. She looks happy. She's
Stop
laughing.
tickling me. Stop
Can
tickling
you imagine in her contract there's like a clause that said, you're going to get carried a lot, frequently.
You're so strong, Roman. It seems impossible.
We Romans obtain our strength from the planet Roman, relayed for our individual energizers.
Clever.
To carry with you?
No.
Can I lick you? Is that what she said?
I wish now I played house with her more often when she wanted to.
Man, I'm glad we had this shovel.
Johnny. We enjoyed those nights she was with us.
I thought he was dead.
Now somehow we have to find a way to live without her.
Roman hands, Russian fingers. Guys, I'm out of pomade.
Does anybody have a spare t-shirt? Wait a minute, so you want me to get into a monkey suit with a helmet, run across the desert while carrying a perfectly good woman? Yes.
All right.
Nothing.
And
All
you're
right.
paying me how much?
Nothing.
$20.
Maybe
All
one
right.
of us could lure him out for a moment, and then the others could run in and grab Alice.
Can I pour out the gravy at least?
He'd come if he
How many
could,
holes
sure,
does my
if
face
we
mask have?
Go on, go on.
None.
We call him on
But
the
you do
viewer
have a
screen.
really
Tell
freaky
him we
throat
don't
hole.
want to fight anymore. He can get us in the ravine if he promises easy death.
Don't dig too deep in
You
the
slip in and
sandbox,
grab
Timmy.
Alice when he comes out after me.
There's a prize in there. There's a treasure you don't want to find. So much gravy.
Suppose I were your man. Would you treat me like a man?
Whoa!
No, put your hands here. Like Daddy showed you.
And you haven't told me yet where the Energizer is kept.
Silence, girl.
Whoa!
Whoa!
What the hell?
This just got rapey. No, I don't approve of this.
No.
What?
Here's some twine that I had.
Okay.
Bathing twine.
Here, let me make this easier.
Let me just bash you in the noggin.
Look, I don't have time to tie you up. I'm just gonna knock you out cold, okay? Here, tie this up for me, thanks.
Why do you call me at this time?
I'm busy.
Should have let it go to
My
voicemail.
last offer. You promised us a painless death if we give ourselves up.
Dad, I told you, I'm on East Coast time.
You
You know how
can
late it is?
call me again at another time. No. We will meet you halfway in the ravine. All
In
right.
Central.
I will meet you in the ravine when the sun passes over the mountains.
The fuck does that mean?
That means 5 o'clock this time of year.
Oh, okay.
Wait. She's awake and tied up now.
She's very
Nice job tying
compliant.
yourself up.
God, another call? Hide.
This is why I never can get anything done.
It's my wife, hide.
Attention. Attention. Extension XJ2.
Do you like my top hat?
Attention. Extension XJ2. We hear you, great guidance.
Very futuristic.
You violate the law of plan. Fact, you have captured the girl and not destroyed her. Fact, you have delayed accepting the surrender of the others. This verges on failure. There is one thing you do not understand, great guidance.
God, it's like my annual review.
Reject the plan. I wish to make an estimate of my own. To think for yourself is to be like the human.
Watch me do putting on the wrist with this cane.
To be like the human. To laugh, feel, want. Why are these things not in the plan? You are an extension of the Roman, and a Roman you will remain. Now I set you into motion. 1. Destroy the girl. 2.
Use your neck hole as it was intended.
Fail, and I will destroy you.
How do I hang up?
Alexa, stop.
Yet I must.
Alexa, hang up phone.
How do you calculate that? At what point on the graph you must...
Oh, you know what? I know what that thing is on his neck.
Yet I must.
That's a turkey timer,
But
so
I
when he gets too
cannot.
hot, it goes poop. So they know.
He nice and juicy, but he's cooked all the way through.
Yeah. Swimming in
That's
gravy.
a very, very juicy turkey. Wait, don't turkeys have feathers instead of fur? Shh, 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 shh.
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Just let it happen.
Okay, Timmy, stand right here, and then, oh, Mom, Jesus, and then call for Lassie.
So wait a minute. How do I use a gun?
Pull it back, all the way back, like I showed you, Timmy.
Okay.
Don't listen to the director's advice on that.
The director of this movie, played by a stormtrooper.
Attention, extension XJ2.
God, if you would let me go kill the humans. The Overlord, played by Bender Bending Rodriguez. Kill all humans.
Kill the girl. I must, but I cannot.
3. Bring back some Arby's.
The girl first, then the boy. Now, great
Do it in that order.
I cannot
It will
kill
please
the
me.
girl, but I will kill the boy. Alice, do not hate me. I must.
Really putting the moves on her. Don't hate me, but I've really got to kill your little brother right now.
Oh,
Hey!
not the bubble machine.
Took me forever to get those settings just right. How many times are they going to use that same footage?
They're not going to get their deposit back.
No.
Kids, you know how much gravy is in here right now? I'll kill you.
Wish to be a human? Good. You can die a human.
No.
Yes. And you just hear this slosh.
Shall complete your task, Earth Roman. I shall release our cosmic
Fucking bubbles.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, dinosaurs in the film.
Knock him down. It's like the Land Before Time, but you went on an LSD trip first.
Release the Kraken.
All right, now that that's done, let's get our glow sticks out and rave.
Oh God, these things again.
Oh, the lizards.
Still.
Do a barrel roll.
Why?
There's no reason at all.
It's the exact same footage, even.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about how they got the lizards to do that. I mean, they didn't have CGI, so that's lizards right there, guys. Right? I mean, what the hell?
Yeah. What? Okay, so now we've got
I know.
earthquakes.
Oh.
Okay, good. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've got a splitting headache.
Is this a metaphor? No? Okay.
I overcooked the bundt cake.
How is he? He's all right. We just want to make sure you get up with everything you fell down with.
Here, step into this dark room with us.
Hey, I found him.
Nobody heard us? Okay, we're safe.
Into the cave, you.
Huh?
Hey, wait a minute. Where'd he find a jacket?
You gave your mother quite a scare.
Yes.
Here it was getting dark and no
These
job.
3 women that have been going through the bush looking for you in their dresses and heels.
Boy, was that a dream or was it?
Wait.
Well, I must try to
Have we been
repay you all the
bamboozled?
trouble you've gone to. Won't you and your
We've been
assistant
flim-flam, gentlemen.
Done.
Will you play house with me when we get home? Well, all right. But I gotta keep an eye out for romance.
Really, Johnny? You're overdoing the spaceman act. There simply aren't any such things.
Come on, dear.
The Roman Empire fell years ago.
It was last week, okay? Get over it.
And you were there, and the Tin Man. That's good.
Where are my bananas? Oh, God, he's doing it again.
Come on, Bubbles. Anyone, Bubbles.
He's using his neck laser. Wait, what? All right, look, we got to fill another 2 minutes of this movie. Just use the same
Hey.
loop.
He's just getting ready for Robot Monster 2, just in case.
Wow.
But you're right, chat. It needed the question mark. The end.
The end? Oh,
Wow.
my God.
Guys, I am legitimately troubled by that movie. I mean, I'll say one thing for it, right? Having just seen the sequel to Bad Boys, I appreciated that Robot Monster, the editor did a great job. Like, it was not... It was way longer than it needed to be, which was 0 minutes.
Yeah.
But since they were going to make a movie, it was the right length. Like, it didn't go on and on. I didn't feel like I started hating, for example, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith or anything.
Oh, my God, but...
That was a well-formed thought. I don't even know
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I got to say.
Yes. Just smile. Aaron, just smile and nod.
But seriously, I mean, when you put this up against Manos, right? What do you think, right? I mean, these are bad in 2 completely different ways.
This is way better. This is an attempt to make an entertaining movie.
Better than Monos. Yeah,
And
there was
Monos
actually an attempt.
is like, and so I think Monos, the director went out with the camera crew and they filmed an actual cult, like in action, doing some weird stuff. And that's why there was no plot or anything else. And this was an effort to entertain.
And
now
at
they
least stay
failed.
cohesive. Well, except for the
Terrible
lizard,
effort.
the wrestling lizards. Take that out.
Twice, right?
Twice,
I mean,
yeah.
the same footage.
But
it was tremendous.
it did symbolize when the kid first went, because apparently it was a dream. Spoilers. When the kid first went into the dream, there was the fighting lizards, and then just before he woke up, there was fighting lizards. I mean, is that how
clever.
little boys? It's been a long time since I was a young child. I don't recall if that's how my dreams started and ended. Was
No,
with lizards
I
fighting.
don't. I mean, I think that's no. I mean, that's the thing is, I think they were trying to portray this like transition, like a time travel thing, right? Because you go dinosaurs and all this crazy stuff, and then the romance, and then you're back to normal again.
No.
But they did. It doesn't make any sense. But they did the same thing twice to try and
Right.
represent that. And they're like,
Right.
That makes
"Hey,
it.
we're just going to say this represents time travel. Go."
It's
And
a
then you're
story
like,
arc.
what the hell? There's no arc, man. It crashed into the mountain. And what
Yeah,
about
you're
like
right.
where do you guys think this was filmed? Right. So there's scenes that look like
Mars.
MASH, like Korea, Mars. There are caves, lots of caves.
So this movie, I can actually answer this question. This was entirely filmed in Bronson Canyon, wherever that is, and it was filmed in 4 days. 4 days.
That's
I
impressive.
I don't doubt that at all.
Bronson Canyon is a cave in Los Angeles.
There you go.
All right.
But yeah, this was
4.5 stars on Yelp, by the way, for Bronson Canyon. Would definitely Robot Monster again.
I thought you were gonna say for this movie, and I was like,
so
no.
yeah, I was like,
hell
no.
So guys, another thing I noticed, I've watched a lot of really bad movies like this, and the introduction of all the characters before the movie started, in some attempt to make a connection between the character's name and the character, I still, now the movie's over, I have no idea what any of their names were.
I remember Mother.
I remember the professor. I remember the professor.
And little Timmy.
No, that was Johnny.
I mean, okay.
Yep, that's the point. Yep.
It was certainly
no, because there was no reason for you to care about any of them.
No,
which
there
is
really
to make like a sci-fi horror movie work. Like usually you have to put some kind of effort into getting to know the characters so that you give a shit about whether they live or die. And in this case, when Tommy or whatever was going to die, I'm like, good. His voice is annoying. Like, I don't need to hear that anymore in my headphones.
Well, and frankly, they said we're down to the last 5 humans, right? But they didn't kill all the humans. The humans killed each other. And so I kind of thinking at that point, like, screw you guys. Like, maybe it's Roman's time to rule. Maybe this is the second Roman Empire. Right. I don't know. But we don't even know. Like, you never know if Roman's the good guy or the bad guy. All you know is, like, all the humans are annoying as shit, and I don't want to listen to them anymore.
Kill all humans.
Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah, I really struggled to...
And they're the cricket.
Usually... Yeah.
I know, they're always well-timed.
They're always well-timed. Yeah, I really feel like...
I regret adding that sound effect.
No, it was gold. I am so glad you did. I struggled to relate with any of the characters with this, because usually in a great movie, you can relate to at least one character in the film. This, everybody was painfully one-dimensional. You had standard little boy, standard little girl, guy with greasy head who is going to be the heartthrob that they just paid for his pecs, and
I only related to him.
I actually related more to the robot, more in the fact of that there's a lot of hair. Just a lot.
Well, and I mean, Kyle, look, let's be honest.
Gravy.
We all know how much you like gravy. Exactly.
I just bathe in it. Just bathe in it. The thicker, the better.
Yeah.
Gross.
Ew. Okay,
so rating. So if 5 Bonfires is a really great movie and fun to have on the show, 0 is a terrible movie. That
0 is monos.
It's so bad. 0 is monos. Then where does this fall?
I really feel like there was an attempt to keep everything together, other than the lizards. Again, I'm just gonna. There was an attempt to be entertaining. They at least stuck to their. They really stayed dedicated to their shots. What few of them they had.
Wait. So we can put so I want to put this in perspective. So 0 is monos. What's 5? What's the best movie we
House on Haunted Hill, hands down.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Price,
yeah,
all
you're
day
totally
long.
right. Okay. So that's the extremes. So where does this fall?
I'm gonna say that this one definitely falls to the lower half, closer to monos. I'm gonna say probably a 2. I'll give this one a 2.
Yeah, I was saying 1.5, so I'm kind of right there with you.
Yeah, I'm on the complete other side. I think this was one of the best movies we've ever seen. I'm gonna say this is.
No, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. I know your game.
It's a 2. It's a 2 or
honestly,
something. It was awful.
I will say that on the scale of taking into account all of the movies that we have done on this show so far,
Yeah.
it is surprisingly one of the better ones that we've done on this show. I'm qualifying that. So,
Yeah.
but it's still, I can't give it anything more than a 2.
Yeah, no, I think 2 is spot on, and that's really just a measure of my hope for how good other movies can be, because
I'm getting
we've seen
sparks in my hair.
15 or 16 now.
Yeah, man, I tell you guys, I have a contender for legitimate worst movie ever made, and it's relatively new, so there's no way you guys can do it, but it's one of the few movies that my wife and I have ever actually gotten in a heated argument about.
You got my attention.
Rubber.
What?
Called Rubber. It's about a tire, like literally a automobile tire that has psychokinetic murderous powers.
What?
I'm sold. I'm sold on this. Let's do it.
Dude,
Yeah.
it is and
I give
it's
it
constant and self-aware fourth wall breaks, parts that clearly make no sense. They're like, see, we told you this is a movie about nothing. It is
Seinfeld the movie.
yeah,
Oh,
it is tremendous, and there's no way we can do it, but it's
I wish it were public domain. Yeah.
I
I'll give it 2
strongly
years.
urge both of you to go watch it, or maybe after this stupid COVID thing is over, we can all sit down and watch together. But it
I'm
is
down with that. Yeah.
it is tremendous.
I give it 2
we
years,
can-
just judging by the plot synopsis that you gave us of that. 2 years, it's public domain.
One of the reviews, it's the best killing tire movie you've ever seen,
True.
and the only.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to have to... Okay, so if you haven't yet, Josh, you need to go watch Manos. Just do it
Oh,
for
I've
us.
seen it. I have seen it. I remember when the original MST3K guys did it, and it is.
I haven't seen that actually. I need to see that.
Oh
I
yeah,
do need
dig
to go
that one
back and
up.
watch that.
That's one of the classics, and it's one of the only ones where they legitimately suffered. It's not my favorite MST3K though. If you get a chance, I own a copy, but Mitchell, Joe Don Baker movie is I think, and that was the last episode where Joel was on the Satellite of Love. Great transition episode. So another fantastically horrific movie.
I think I looked that one up.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I don't know that one's actually. I think they paid for the rights to that one.
They must have, yeah, because Joe Don Baker's still alive.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna be in the public domain yet.
It's not public domain. So
that's a shame.
Not that every other public domain movie we watch doesn't get flagged for copyright anyway. So
and I think with our conversations alone, we're gonna get flagged.
Fight the power.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, okay. Now the question is, so now we've given it our rating, and we seem to be unanimous with a 2 across the board for it.
2's good.
Now the question is, did we have a good time with this?
Yeah, I mean, I never need to see it again, for sure.
Oh, yeah, there's no way.
I have no idea what was happening in it. I mean, but I don't care also. So I think that's a sign of, that's a sign of a good time right there.
Yeah. You know, I wasn't left without entertainment value from it, especially from the witty commentary. And I do want to say thank you so much for coming on and joining us with us this week. This has been a lot of fun.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a blast.
Guys. Anytime, I'll try to have a green screen next time.
Yeah. Can you imagine just how great this scene would look if I could have a green screen for you?
Actually, Amazon tells me it'll be here.
Yes!
It'll be here tomorrow, so we're fine.
Nice.
Amazon. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in chat too. So thanks everybody for
thanks for
watching
out.
live. We got 9 people watching, and that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, guys, and some great commentary in there from the chat. Oh man, there was.
We stole some really good jokes from you guys.
Yeah,
so thank you.
Hang on a second. I'm going to scroll back up for the one that really cracked me up here. Hang on a second. Hold on. I'm scrolling up here. It was the favorite '80s TV show one. That was Shirtless and Wife. Was my favorite '80s private detective show. Oh, that was so good.
That was that one guy Connor something. So thank you, that one guy Connor something, for that gem.
That was.
There were a few in there.
Oh, that was amazing. I laughed hard.
Guitar Artisan also had a bunch of good ones too. So
Oh,
we appreciate it. That's part of what makes it fun is that you guys sometimes have way better jokes than we do. So it's
most of
hard
the time.
to get them in real time.
Most of the time.
That's true. Yeah.
But no, really appreciate all of you guys hanging out tonight. I had a really, really great time. I hope you guys did too. We will get our various social medias updated here in the coming days with what we will be doing next week. We're here every Sunday night, 8:30 Central.
Yep.
You can catch.
And if you have ideas, if you have public domain movies that you think would be fun to watch with us, then we have a place on the website to do that too. So please drop us a line there so that we know what might be fun for us to do.
And what is that website again?
It's bmoviebonfire.com.
You can also find all of our previous content there, and we're also on YouTube. So if you want to see some of the other horribly made movies that we've done in the past, that's a great place to go check them out.
Yeah.
Including our very best.
Yes.
Actually, once I do want to say one more thing before we end this tonight. Once we can get everybody together again, whenever that may be, I want to do a group together and do a replay of Manos. As bad as that movie is and as horrible as it is to sit through, I want to get a
here's how we
group
do it.
together.
We do an actual bonfire, and we set up the camera in my theater room where the three of us, or if Josh wants to join, are watching it, and then we'll have the camera behind our heads.
Yes, I approve of this. I approve of this.
Yeah,
that works.
It needs to happen.
Yes.
So maybe January, February sometime
of 2022.
Yeah, 2025, sometime around then. Hey, but
anyway.
when we were the last 5 humans alive, last 3 humans alive.
Kyle, you're the woman.
Oh. Don't worry, I've got this thing in my beard that I get freaky with. It's a little button that pops out.
Well, either me or Josh will pick you up and carry you around everywhere. It'll be all good. All right. Well, that was a good time. Thanks everybody for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
It's been a blast.
For real. We'll catch you guys for the next one. Have a great night.
All right. Thanks everybody.